Russia's special operations has transgressed into an economic decline that persists to be a sinister plan that affects the pockets of the middle class. Displacement has turned to be the problem since the cost of the war has decimated the Russian and Ukraine middle class into a crude cycle of the system, one where the civilian population will scale as a group organized to support the war by all means, reassuring the Kremlin that the population will go to any length to win the war. Although the consequences show settlements have received no compensation in order to pay for the military spending, pressuring budgets on welfare and other government programs, although it relies on the commonwealth of the people.
In our village started bombed,
Bombing.
bombing,
Lots of
yes.
bombing.
20-year-old Polina fled her village outside Kiev with her three little sisters.
When war started, I said that I don't want to go from Ukraine, from Kiev, because I hope that it will be for week, just. But now I understand that it's follow.
The UN says more than 2.8 million people have now fled Ukraine.
We're watching live now. I'm Austin Westfall. We've been getting these images in. This was posted by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky on social media. He is showing images of the latest attack on Ukrainian energy infrastructure by the Russians. The BBC, with some reporting, they say more than 600,000 people in Kyiv, really 500,000 in Kyiv, and then another 100,000 people in the wider region, according to the BBC, are without power on Saturday morning after an overnight Russian attack. Ukraine's energy ministry attributing the power losses to missiles and drone strikes on energy infrastructure in the city and several other regions. The BBC, citing local authorities, says that around 36 missiles and nearly 600 drones were launched on targets across Ukraine overnight, killing 3 people and injuring dozens of others.
The information landscape in Russia is undergoing radical changes. The bravura marches about taking Kiev are giving way to panic. Military experts, bloggers, and key Kremlin propagandists are increasingly openly acknowledging Ukraine's technological superiority and expressing fear of imminent catastrophe. NZZ reports this.
No solutions have been enacted, even after propositions for a peace agreement have been made by Ukraine and the US, proposing the return of the Donbass on Ukraine's hand under a trade deal which would allow the region to prosper, for the war has reached its pinnacle. The government will sow the laws that would entail to the well-being of the people, protecting the displacement of Ukrainians and the Russian people from a destruction the world has never seen.